Wade Allen Heineman just canceled my Readlyn Bank debit card today, January 29th, 2024. I outlined why I did it on an audio on here prior. This is youtube.com/@ I am Wade Heineman. That's youtube.com/@ symbol IAMWADEHEINEMAN. This will be audio only on that YouTube channel only, as usual. My X account is Twitter account is x.com/WADES2ND. I was on the flirtforfree.com cam model site early AM today, late last night, early AM today, January 29th, 2024. And it was the first indication one of the females I was visiting on there, they're required to be adults when they're on there. I have to stress that because what the fraud network will do is will find somebody that looks similar to one of the cam models that I'm watching, and they'll stage lies that I'm with that person in some way. So it's always women on flirtforfree.com. Last night it was indicated she was on a sex trafficking jet where they keep women captive on jets and then get passengers on there, kind of like the Jeffrey Epstein thing. And then they'll, be required to have sex with them. And last night was the first time it was indicated she was on one of those. And it's very upsetting to me when that happens. And then if I say something directly, like she tipped me off or something, they've been punished before, I believe, for tipping me off that, they're in a situation. But she didn't necessarily tip me off. It was just clues that that were apparent, so I feel awful every time I realize that, whether, it's real or perceived. I know that some of the women on the cam model sites are sex trafficked, and it makes me feel awful when I can't do anything about it. That's the awful part of it. I mean, that's one of the awful parts about it. The other part is, realizing that they're in that situation. And then the other awful part is that I can't do anything. Some people call people like me, quote, white knights, and it's like a dig, or it's like, a negative thing. But I guess I think any guy that is a decent person would feel the same way about it and want to get her out of that situation. But at the same time, since I can't directly do anything about it because I don't know where she is, and I don't know where the flight is going, so I know no idea where in the world she's at to begin with, or what airports they go to. But she's still alone, and I'm alone for 9 years. So, things can be misconstrued after I realize that, like the things that I say to them, because I still want to treat her like, a person, and I'm still attracted to her. And there's just that awkwardness then after that, because I don't know if what I say is going to be misunderstood by the cam model at that point. And I'm kind of in a quandary of what to do about it, because I don't know where she is. I don't know where the plane lands. But I guess what I have to do is appeal to the public to let people know that this is part of sex trafficking, that they're being held on planes, and the planes, they never are allowed to leave the plane. They have like a little bedroom in the plane and the jet, and they have to, they're required to have sex with men. So I don't want to mention her name because of that fact. Because I don't know where she is, and I don't know how they would find that out. But that's who I was visiting, and anything I say after I figure it out can be misconstrued because I'm trying not to be apparent that to the captors that I'm, she told me, or that they think she told me where she was or whatever, because she didn't tell me where she was, and I didn't. And it's happened before. If I directly confront it, then they get punished, like they're made to have rough sex or something. I don't know what they do to them, but you can tell that they were punished in some way at times in the past. And not all women are trafficked on there. So I'm not paying them anything. I haven't logged into any account since 2020. I'm not incentivizing these companies in any way to traffic women. I'm not incentivizing them to do the jobs, because I'm not paying anyone and I'm not logging into anything. But the frauds know when I'm there. They'll immediately start staging lies with usernames that they create to try and make it seem like it's me. Like someone was calling himself Bob last night, and like they can make up all kinds of usernames to try and make it seem like it's me in there, when I have no username, and most of the time you can't see what I type. Only the cam model can see what I type. And like I said, she's still in that situation where she's alone and I'm alone. So I try to not be misunderstood, but I inevitably will type something that's misunderstood after I realize that she's possibly being held captive. But like I said, after that, it's very awkward because I feel bad that she's in that situation. She's still alone, so she needs to have some feeling of somebody cares about her. I'm still attracted to her. I'm alone. I've been alone for 9 years because of this situation, where people stage lies, and I got hit with targeted energy because of it. I'm recovering 40% of the days since 2015, 2016 or so. And so we're both in these positions, and I just, try to hope that they don't misunderstand what I say at that point, because I'm still attracted to them. Um, I'm never graphic about anything I say on those sites anyway. But after I think that they might be being trafficked, then I have to be more, I try to be more, I don't know what the word is. I'm trying to be understanding of their position, yet understand that they are still human, and I'm still attracted to them. I'm still, I still feel the same way about them. So, um, I'm anyway. I just wrote a poem about it. So I'm not laughing because of the situation. I'm laughing because I don't know I kind of don't know how to express myself. That's why I just chuckled, because I don't know exactly how to express what I need to say. But I feel like I need to let the public know that this is part of trafficking, that they keep them captive on the jets themselves, and not necessarily go to any destination, that the customers go on the jets, and then they're kind of above the law, in a way. So Wade Allen Heineman, 52 years old, green eyes, not blue, still half-mile north of Fairbank, Iowa, on V68, not left home since January 5th. Again, I called Readlyn Bank and canceled my debit card so nobody could use it on the 1st in case they got my information. And I have brown hair on top. It's not gray or red. So the gray-haired fraud needs to go to prison 10 to 20 years. I don't know who he is. Whoever calls me their dog or pet, indicated it's a male again. Call me dog or pet. That's a criminal. I have no connection to that person. Whoever it is, I don't know. If it's a famous person or if it's a local person or whoever it is, it's a lying criminal. End of story with that. Put him in prison 10 to 20 years.